miss it.
So it's not the airline's fault.
It's frustrating. I'm just, disappointed. I wanted. So bright. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome for the beginning of this new trip. I'm super excited, but my flight has been cancelled. I was already on my way to the train station to take a train to the airport. I was like, going anyway. I'm flying with United for this one. They canceled the flight because of technical issues. Problem is, we're at a period of the year, when it's like everything is booked. The plane is full. Very not easy for an airline to put 300 passengers on another flight. But fortunately, they put me on a flight the next day at almost the same time. So I will be arriving a day late, which sucks for my first hotel night over there in St. Louis, and I had to book another room here in Paris, although I wanted to sleep at the airport because I know a lot of people do that. But mom was very upset with this idea, and I could have lied to her and say I booked another one and just slept at the airport, but I don't lie to my parents. So anyway, I will be spending the next 2 days, next 2 nights on this hotel, which is very comfortable and no problem about that. It's upsetting, it's frustrating. I'm just disappointed. I was about to start my trip tomorrow very early. I'll be only leaving Friday. It's Wednesday today. But yeah, that's another very hectic start of a trip. It's hectic, but it always ends up very well for me, so I'm very lucky, honestly, and I'm grateful for that. I'm lucky. I'm not gonna complain. It's a little frustrated. I was just so happy to be back to the States, and hear English people and see all that. I've been very fond of this North American environment surroundings. But that's all. I'll be checking out their fitness room or whatever. They don't have a pool, though. That'd be nice. But they have a fitness room, and I feel like I need to run to express all those, this frustration, or maybe do some weight, stuff like that. So I'll be checking that on, and I'll definitely skip dinner because I don't have any appetite to go on Friday for the real start of my trip. And yeah, that's all.
do, they overpack this airport. The luggage takes forever to come off these planes. So that is what happens. Got that? So it's not the airline's fault. It's the plane. I'll get back to that. So I'm gonna play the guys in the pick up. We call it Sky Tower, because that's what happens. They have all these guys come in at the same time, and then they put all this behind. You're waiting 2 hours for your luggage. That's what happens here. I'm gonna keep it real. So I apologize. I don't make that money, but I wish I did. All right, so you might miss your flight. They're going to rebook you. They're going to rebook you.
Hello everyone. I wish I brought my tripod. I don't know what I did. I just forgot it. Alright, so I am finally in the States. I'm so happy I'm back. It's crazy. It makes me so happy to visually see and understand that I am back. It's amazing. Before that, I gotta tell you how messed up the whole trip was. So first, as you know, I left the day after because my flight was cancelled. So I got to the airport like super early, 7, even though my flight was at like 11. The check-in was not even open. I was the first to check my bag for Chicago. The guy was like, oh, well, you're the first one. You're very early. That's great. It's always best to be early. I'm like, yeah, I'm eager to leave. As I was early, like going through like TSA, all that went super fast, and then I just like read and then play some games while waiting for my flight. And then it was time to board. We boarded, and then for whatever reason, like a lot of technical issues again, we stayed on the ground for an hour and a half. So we left an hour and a half late. So I had like I watched an entire movie, and when I was finishing my movie, the pilot said, well, we're gonna leave, and I was like, I had time to watch an entire movie. So anyway, the problem is I had connecting flight. So obviously I arrived late, but I could have made it in time for my second flight to St. Louis if immigration didn't take more than an hour. And that was crazy. All those people coming from international destinations are going through the same door and to the same like immigration thing. So it's just like not 1,000, or maybe actually we were 1,000 people, and like in a room waiting to go through. And I mean, it was crazy. There was that guy who was like trying to get our spirits up, I think you say. There's an expression like that. He was really cool, and it was like, yeah, there's a problem. I mean, I think I tried to film that. I was not even out of the immigration. I mean, I was just out of immigration, and I was going to look for my bag, hoping that, you know, like they just put it on the side and nobody stole it. And I received a text from United telling me, we're boarding your next flight to St. Louis. I was like, all right. I missed it because, you know, I mean, I had to recheck my bag, you know. I still was like, yeah, I'm just gonna recheck my bag, and maybe they're gonna put it on their flight, you know, whatever. And when I did that, I mean, when I tried to do that, the woman was like, it's too late. You gotta rebook a flight. And I was like, oh my goodness. I mean, but she was kind, so she told me to go to Terminal 1 and rebook and all that. So I took the train or the shuttle. It was cool, pretty easy, so that's great, at least. And then I waited an entire hour in front of a desk to get a rebook. And Kevin was a Y. That's a cool name. Shout out to you, because Kevin put me the first on a standby list to a flight that was leaving at 5 this day, because I was put on a flight next morning. So I was like, okay, you have your seat for the flight this morning. Like, I already left the day after, and then I'm gonna go to St. Louis the day even after that one. I mean, that's just crazy. Like 2 days late. But he said, you have a high chance that as you're first on the list, someone's gonna miss that flight. Like, you I did on my other flight, and you're gonna get the seat. I went through like TSA again, or custom again, and I waited at the gate, and until the very last minute I was looking at the screen, I was saying my name on the screen. It was like first class full, economy full, and I was like, I'm not gonna get in. But someone missed the flight and they called my name, and I got my ticket and I got my seat. So at 5 we left, and I mean 5, 6, I don't remember, and I finally arrived in St. Louis at 7 something in the evening, and I was picked up by my friends, and finally went to the hotel and all, and it was so tiring. I mean, I was just fed up with this whole process, you know. I mean, it almost took me 2 days to get here because of canceled flight and delayed and all that, and it was not fun. It was not fun because at some point, you know, I mean, I arrived at my hotel, it was 3 or 4 in the morning in France, and I was at the airport the day before at 6, so almost 24 hours. just very tired. But anyway, I finally made it, and yeah, that was all. I think I'm gonna do another video for like the first day, you know, and today the second day. So yeah, I'm having a lot of fun and I'm learning a lot, and it's very interesting. This part of the country is different, obviously, and I'm so glad I'm here, because I mean, it's you know, it's a very different part, obviously. Can't wait for you to see all that, because I mean, I'm gonna actually go all over the country this trip, like really all over the country. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna finish getting ready, and I'll see you very soon.